It's a perfectly splendid afternoon here in Adelaide, South Australia, as all eyes come down on West Beach for the 7th and final day of the Australian Baseball League's hub. It's the Brisbane Bandits, and it's the Adelaide Giants. Hi everyone, Diamond Side at Bennett Field alongside the man this field is named after, Shayne Bennett, the former big leaguer. I'm Nick Batters. It's a true pleasure to have you with us this afternoon. And Bennett, the big news coming out of the Australian Baseball League today, it's the announcement of the playoff format. What are your
Absolutely.
thoughts?
It's an interesting thing. I think the owners in Baseball Australia did a wonderful thing. They've provided everyone a second chance to make the playoffs and win the final, because it's been such a chaotic this year, and I think it's fair for everybody.
The season being extended by a week, but it's still a shortened season, so every game counts. As we take a look at the standings, the Adelaide Giants, they're battling for one of the top seeds, while the Brisbane Bandits are trying to avoid that wild card game.
Absolutely. It's interesting. Adelaide travel to Perth and Brisbane travel to Melbourne, and either game right now that they play is a massive win. It's one more win towards their win column, which they can afford to drop if they travel.
The Adelaide Giants coming off a heartbreaking 1-0 loss to the Perth Heat. What did you see in that game?
It's the little things, Nick. It's the little things in baseball that cost you. It was the wild pitches, the tipped off the catcher's glove, the Borjorski throw from right field. It was stellar. We had it all, but those are the little things that are going to cost the players and their franchises an opportunity in the finals.
Adelaide trying to avoid dropping both games of a doubleheader. Just moments ago, we had the chance to catch up with one of the infielders for the Adelaide Giants, Philadelphia Phillies prospect Luke Williams.
1-2. Sent out to left field. Kennelly going back with Sasaki. Sasaki into a dive. He can't get there. Unrow hustling around second. He's headed for third. Sliding in safely with a leadoff triple. 34-year-old native of Perth. Cranks the first pitch out to left. Randolph back. Turns around. See ya. Tim Kennelly hustles one out. Perth leads 4-0 in the second.
Be versatile, we can specialize. Wow.
Ford Proctor out to center, little ranging back. What an incredible play by the center fielder. Oh my goodness. 2-1. Wingrove blasts that deep to right field. See ya! Rickson Wingrove wins it in the ninth for Adelaide. Final score 4-3.
One of the top prospects in the Philadelphia Phillies organization shoots the first pitch to right, should be deep enough to score the run. Boyarski measures up, tagging from third Randolph, play at the plate, it's a good throw, in time. Even count off frame.
Through the left side, a base hit. Around third coming home, Luke Williams. This game's tied in the fourth, 3-3.
Matt Hardy is 2-2.
Swing and a miss. Hardy deletes Shane Sasaki for the third out in the fifth inning. And again, Madris out to left. Randolph going back towards the wall. He looks up. That ball is gone. Bly Madris, the two-run home run. Bandits have a lead in the fourth, 2-0. 0-1. Misses, gets away from the catcher, Kayo. Coming home is Kendall Simmons. The play at the plate. In time. Simmons trying to give Adelaide the lead, but Brisbane able to get him out at home and hold this at a tied ball game. Randolph right of the second baseman. Williams back to first, a double play. Dylan Unsworth gets out of the seven. That's the ball game. 1-0 final.
Full count pitch. Cracked out deep to left field. Going back, looking up, it is gone. Mikey Reynolds, a two-run home run. The Canberra Cavalry strike first. 2-0.
Really gritted his teeth.
Back to the mound. Tyler Beardsley, are you kidding me? 2 away. Outside corner, ring him up, strike 3 called. Back-to-back strikeouts to begin the seventh for Cameron Gibbons. Jared Dale into right center field. That'll drop and split the gap. Chris Burke scores from second. Jake Romanski's rounding third and headed home as well. There's no play at the plate. Dale slides into third base. A 2 RBI triple. 2-2. Searle to Wingrove. High and deep to right field. That ball is gone. Rickson Wingrove, the grand slam. our final in 8. Oh my word. An incredible week of Australian baseball from gorgeous Adelaide, South Australia. For our producer, Ryan Davidson, director David Northey, Danica, Curtis, Toby, Ben, Paris, and Tim. And for my partner, Shayne Bennett, I'm Nick Batters, saying so long and farewell from Adelaide. We saw lots of great baseball. Can't wait to see you around the ballpark. No matter your fitness goals or needs, PTP, they have you covered. From strength and mobility to core, yoga, recovery, PTP is your home for workout equipment online and at select Australian retailers. Plus, coming soon to the United States. Head to ptpfit.com today and enjoy smarter movement and better performance. We head to the bottom of the third inning. Jared Dale behind the count, no balls and one strike. It's Dale, Colin Willis, and Darryl George. Grounds it to the left side. Ramirez on the backhand. Strong throw over to first. Not in time. Jared Dale hustling to beat that one out.
He got out of the box really quick here. Yeah, and this was a really nice play from Ramirez. Really bang, bang. Could have gone either way. I had him safe too, but I'm sure a couple of heaters, Perth heaters, probably thought that was a little closer.
Dylan Unsworth has been struck for 4 hits through just 2+ innings, and it's back to the top of the order for the man who had the first one today, Colin Willis. Singled to begin the bottom of the first, but was thrown out at second, trying to stretch it into a double on what was a great relay from Grant Witherspoon in right field.
Yeah, unbelievable play. Really a momentum changer, really.
First pitch to Willis misses outside. And Colin Willis has settled into that leadoff spot so nicely for Melbourne. That was an area that Alan DeSimigel didn't have much consistency for the first few weeks, and then it wasn't until Colin Willis came back from injury that they slotted him into that leadoff spot, the Aces against the Brisbane Bandits, and he's looked good there ever since. Ahead in the count 2-0. And this is what Colin Willis does. He's really patient at the plate. You have to be careful because there's good speed on first. We saw there in Jared Dale.
Yeah. This is a really important inning right here for the Melbourne Aces. Getting the number 9 hitter on base to lead off an inning like this is a really important run to try to be able to score. So the fact that Colin's having such a patient at bat.
Through the right side, a base hit. Back-to-back singles to open up the third for Melbourne.
Through the right field for Colin Willis. That's runners at first and second. And to the plate.
Colin doing what Colin does.
2 for 2 on the day. He always finds a way to get on base, one way or another.
Yeah, I think he's found his own in that leadoff spot. It's a really good position for him. I think it's been a really great move for the Melbourne Aces having him lead off, and Colin now pretty hot. It's hard not to keep writing his name in the lineup right there.
And it's interesting because last year he was protection ahead of Delman Young in the order, and he excelled in that situation, but bump him up to first, and he isn't any less hot. Now it's Darryl George, Melbourne's third baseman. Takes the first pitch for a strike.
Yeah, Sam Kennelly at third base, playing just even with the base. I think he's taken a couple of steps back now, just thinking Darryl George might like to drop a bunt down. I wouldn't think so here. I think Darryl would be swinging away. He's been swinging the bat so hot. I don't see this really as a bunting situation for him as this hitter in this situation this early in the game. So I'm a bit surprised by that, but now that he's playing back, I think that's probably a better position for the infielders. Keep that double play in order.
Tap foul. Quickly 0-2. You have speed on both first and second if you're Melbourne. And you saw there the first baseman, Bowie, playing well off the line.
Yeah, Darryl's much more of a pull hitter, I think. He's sort of up the middle to left centre mostly. So Bowie playing this far off the line, I think is absolutely okay. That protects against that slow chopper to the right side of the field.
No balls and 2 strikes on George from Unsworth. Takes it outside, 1-2.
Well, you know Unsworth's going to be around the zone. So with 2 strikes, you have to be in hit mode. You can't be too defensive here. You know a guy like this is just going to pepper the zone with all of his pitches. So that Delman Young approach would be a good one here, just taking a club length off and just trying to hit the ball where it's pitched over to the right side, preferably.
Swung on and missed, jammed inside. Daryl George down on strikes. 3rd punch out for Unsworth, and an important first out here in the 3rd inning. We'll take another look.
Yeah, that's unhittable pitch, really. You can really only just try to fight that off, foul it off, give yourself another chance, and unfortunately for Daryl, he just couldn't manage to do that on that pitch. Really tough one to hit.
Now it's the center fielder, Blake Galen, hitting with 2 on and 1 out. Checks his swing on the first pitch. The third base umpire, Neil Medlin, says he did not go around. It's 1-0. Galen popped out to end the first, and Unsworth would love a double play ball right here. Something on the ground to get him out of the inning. Galen ahead 2-0.
This is a great count to be in for Blake Galen. Worked hard to get to 2 strikes, checking his swing on the first pitch. I suspect he'll be looking to drive a ball somewhere in this count with man in scoring position.
Takes the 2-0, called a strike. Dylan Unsworth. Blake Galen, what a matchup. Galen, longtime journeyman in professional baseball in the United States. Split time in the minors between AA and AAA. And played in just about every independent league that exists. Takes ball 3-1.
He's being really selective here, and I like this approach. He's looking for his pitch. You know, 2-0, a lot of hitters are really looking to expand the zone, whereas Blake is doing what you should be doing and contracting the zone, looking for your pitch, and you didn't want to swing at that pitch that was away and laid off it again there.
Galen pop to the right side, Bowie into foul territory. Out of the warning track, he has room, 2 away. It's a really big second out right there for Dylan Unsworth.
Yeah, he'll be disappointed with that at bat. Blake Galen, he was working it. It looked really hitterish, and unfortunately just catching too much of the top side of the bat there for a fly out. But this is the man that you probably don't want to face in this situation, and this will be a critical at bat at this part of the game for the Melbourne Aces.
That's the designated hitter, Delman Young. And flight out to right field to begin the second, batting for the second time today. Ten years in the major leagues for Delman, most recently 2015 with Baltimore down the right side. That's a base hit. Jared Dales waved around third. He's hustling in to score. It's an RBI single for Delman Young. The Aces lead 2-0 in the third. Colin Willis on that play going first to third as well. Good heads-up base running. It's Delman Young doing Delman Young things.
Yeah, and this is what I'm talking about here. He didn't try to do too much with this. He had a man in scoring position. Jared Dale easily scoring. And like you say, Colin Willis able to go first to third, which changes the complexion of this inning totally. You've got another man in scoring position. Any way to score from third base brings into play the wild pitch, which I'm sure is playing back in the mind of Unsworth.
We see the mound visit here from R.C. Lichtenstein, the Perth Heat pitching coach, long time with the Tampa Bay Rays system. AA Montgomery Biscuits. Not only are minor league teams or major league organizations sending out their minor league players, they're also sending some coaches out as well to the Australian Baseball League.
Which is just so valuable for the Australian baseball. People don't really realise that. We had the benefit of having Jim Colburn last year, long time pitcher in the big leagues himself, but a established big league pitching coach, and the amazing amount of experience he was able to impart on our pitching staff last year really has been a miss this year with him not being on our lineup.
Tomshay takes the first pitch inside, and that loads the bases for Gift and Gope. So Willis on third, Young up to second, Tomshay on first. Maybe this is where Gift and Gope gets the best of Dylan Unsworth.
And Gift gets a second chance. I mean, this is what I love about this game. It's never really ever over, you know. Dylan gets the better of you one time, you get a chance to jump right back in the hot seat and get one back on him. And with bases loaded, that's exactly what he's going to be trying to do.
Big swing and a miss from Ngope. No balls and a strike. Struck out in the second inning. Hits with the bases loaded and 2 outs. Had a home run, 5 RBIs in the regular season. Yesterday, a home run in the first inning. Gave the Aces the lead. They never looked back. Quickly, he's behind. No balls and 2 strikes. Aces a run in the second. 1 home here in the third. Dylan Unsworth would love to strand the bases loaded and keep it at just a 2-run deficit. Here's 0-2. Good job by Alex Hall to block the ball, keep it in front of him, and forces Colin Willis to hold up at third.
That's that pitch that I was talking about earlier. It brings into play. You got a man on third base. Catcher doing a wonderful job of keeping it in front of him, like you say, but in the back of your mind as a pitcher, are you going to go to that again? And I'd say probably not. We're probably going to see something a little further up in the zone. This might be a chance for Gift to get some part of the bat on the ball if it's further up in the zone.
The 1-2. Rolled over a foul. We'll do it once more. The inning began with a Jared Dale single, then Colin Willis singled. Darrell George struck out, Blake Galen popped out. Delman Young a 2-out RBI base hit. Dan McTomshay hit by a pitch. 1-2. In there, called strike 3. Dylan Unsworth strands the bases loaded on a fantastic 2-strike pitch. But the Melbourne Aces do score a run. It's 2-0 from Melbourne Ballpark as we head to the 4th.